So,
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Friday morning, 11/30, 2018. That's November 30th, 2018. I'm Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time here this Friday morning. I don't know when you're watching this, if it's several hours after or pretty quick after we put it out, but still, it's exciting times here. Not just at the Patriot Hour, but in general for everybody, all right? Just wanted to address a few things, folks. Some of the comments, people falling off board, they don't believe in Q, but there's something bigger here to think about. We have all, in our own research, gone to different places, learned different things, but generally, if you're following the right path, everything you're learning, you can never unlearn. All right, that's the bigger thing in the Q picture here. All the information, you've learned it, you can never unlearn that. All right, it's kind of like tying your shoes. Once you learn that, or English, you learned English and you speak it now, it's kind of hard to unlearn it. Now you can get rusty. If you don't tie your shoes for 10 years, you might make a mistake or make it loose. Not the best knot that you can tie, but generally you get it and you understand it and you can never really unlearn that. So folks, don't get so bent out of shape. In all my years of research, it got to be a real dark place. This plan is got to be happening. Regardless, I know that millions of more Americans, millions of more of people, citizens around the globe have woken up, learned things, understand things, and that's way better off than what we were 2 years ago. Now to sit back and just really pound in that you're learning everything and now you're wanting result, again, you got to remember that we're just people that sit at home on our couches. We have normal day-to-day lives, right? What are you really doing to help? What are you really doing other than, watching a video, commenting, and then saying, I'm tired of watching this. It's been a year. I haven't seen no result. I know everything now, and I'm waiting. This is bullcrap. Do we really have to wait on a Superman to come save the world? Is that what we're wanting? Because that's more fiction than anything. The Constitution of the United States talks to us, every individual. It's not written for Trump or the Q team. It's written for every individual. We have people in place that are trampling over the constitutions, subverting laws. We got people we elect in. Shortly after they get elected in, they go up on a stage and then they preach to you about how you don't need this and how you don't need that. And everything in your constitution is cherry picked. The bigger picture here is that we're all waking up. It is on us to do something. And whether that's being alert, knowing, that's the first step. The second step is enough people know, enough people get mad and demand change. Things happen that way. It doesn't always have to be violent. It doesn't always have to be, that's like the last resorts. All right. And we're not calling for that. The Q team has told us, sit back, rest easy. We're doing this. But the bigger picture is we're all learning. We're all understanding. And you can't discredit that. You can't, in your own thing, get to a point and know, like, I know so much more now. I'm so much more in tune, but nothing's happening. I'm done. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to go back to just watching Mockingbird media? You're going to shut this off and continue on over here? Now you know all these things. And when things come, you kind of see what they're for. That's the whole point. We're seeing straight through the media's lies at this point. We got the border the whole time. You have Jim Acosta, CNN, the whole media telling us one thing where it's really clear what it is. You have the military and Trump saying one thing. You have the media who's to report on things saying the opposite. And then it comes, this is months away. They're hundreds of miles. Within 2 days, they're at the border, storming it, throwing rocks, and invading. Who was right that whole time? Now, you can say, well, the mainstream got it wrong. Patriot Hour, other places got it right. Is it that they were wrong, or were they trying to convince? Were they, the whole time they knew they were wrong, but they're painting a picture. They're trying to convince people. That's the bigger picture here, all right? Are you not in tune to that? Are you not seeing through that? If you're not, then this hasn't really worked for you. So I'm not, this is a little bit of devil's advocate, even if how you feel about Q, you're not getting a result. There is a result. Maybe not the result you want to see, your own, we all want result as in, traitors, treasonous people going down, going to Gitmo, being out of powers of position, going away forever. Yes. And you'll hear a lot of people tell this story of all this corruption going on, and yet you can look to the past and people have never gone down for it. Tons of times people just kind of get let go. They do get removed from power, but no actual crimes or, you don't see any result of arrest or, charges being brought for the crimes that these people have done. That's the difference this time. We're waiting on all that. I get it. But the bigger thing is 50, 60, 100 million of us now know all these evil things, and we are awake to it, and we can, the bigger thing is to never let it happen again. It's gotten out of control to where we look at ourselves as us, and then these people that are put up are those. We just can never go along again, and moving forward. Everyone's into sports. Nobody pays attention to the politics and what's going on. And some people take great pride. Oh, I don't follow politics. That's a bunch of hoop, blah, 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 blah. But they really pay attention to the sports team they love, and they'll scream at that TV all day long for their team to score. And yelling at home does nothing for either of them, for politics or for sports, right? We know yelling at the guy on, get that ball and run. It's not, no matter how loud you get, he's not hearing you. And he's not going to run any faster because you're yelling. All right. So it takes things like what we're doing here at the Patriot Hour, helping wake. You guys sharing videos, just sharing it, just hitting share, putting it on your social media accounts. That helps. That's doing a part in the overall picture. If we all do just a little bit, the bigger picture comes together more clear. All right. So I just want to take a few minutes to go over all that. And I hope that helps some of you with the internal peace to understand that you're not doing anything wrong by learning all this and understanding it. You're only making your personal self better. So quit coming so far down and wanting to jump off ship every chance you get, thinking that it's not real. Well, there's lots of things that aren't real, right? You can turn off the Q, never listen to it again. What are you going to do now? Go back to sports, CNN, or MSNBC? I would say you still need to look at everything in a moderate level and understand, because if you only look at lies, then you're going to get back to where you were. If we take away the Q, we're all back to right where we were in a way, other than a bunch of us are a little bit more knowledgeable now. So make your own decisions in your own journey. Hopefully you make the right ones. All right, I want to take a minute here as well. We got Amy, the moderator for our channel, the Patriot Hour. She has started her own channel now, and I did it for Elle, and I wanted to take a minute for Amy and anyone else that's part of this group. Out of the 60,000 subscribers, any of you get a channel going, let me know. Make comments until we see it. We'll do the same for you. So check out down below. I'm gonna get her homepage, YouTube page. You guys go there, please subscribe, support her. Whatever she wants to do, that's her channel, and that is perfectly fine. I was watching one last night. She said, as of right now, she doesn't feel like she wants to get into all the truth stuff. She just more wants to talk about maybe her experiences and her life on a day-to-day, and that's great. Plenty of room for all channels and all kinds of information. So please support her. Her link will be down below, and maybe she would like to beam in sometime in the near future. We'll work something out. That's totally up to her. We don't push anybody. We just invite, and we would be more than happy to have her on our show whenever she's ready in the near future. So, okay, third thing here I want to touch base on. So the new QAnon drops that we used, all right, the QMAP. That's a QMAP.pub. We went over this a month or so ago when we first started kind of using it. I went to this from the other one we use because it's a little quicker. I would be doing videos on the last one, and if Q posted, you know, that these third-party sites, all they do is grab, all right? They got the trip codes put into them, and they're constantly looking. Maybe it's every 10-second intervals or 30 seconds, but it's always looking to the main site, and then it's supposed to sweep and look just for that trip code and then pull in. That's how you get the post brought over to here. Well, the one that we were using was really delayed. I understand if a trip code got changed by Q, which hasn't happened all that often, and then, you know, if these guys were out busy and they didn't change the trip code, that website would never have found the new trip. It's looking for an old one that's no longer being posted to. So they would have to manually get in, update the trip code. But still, it just seemed like I'd do videos, and before I'd close out, I'd do an update. Nothing new would show. I'd shut the video down, post it, and then go look, and there'd be another Q post that was around the time I was making the video, or even during. And I'm like, why didn't it pull in? I could have got that last one added into this video. Now I got to make a whole nother video. So this one seems to update quite rapidly. If Q post, it's over here within minutes. So that helps me to get information out to you guys. So that's one of the biggest reasons I went over to this Q map. But I did want to show you guys some very interesting things in here. So again, these are just the drops. If you want, you can turn on POTUS tweets. That way they'll come in between whenever they were written in conjunction with Q post. So you might have a Q post, 2 Trump tweets, and then a Q post, and then 5 Trump tweets. Or you can turn them off, so you're just seeing the Q post. All right. Now up here on the left side, they've added things. I was looking at it last night, and I just wanted to briefly go over this. So we got the players of the game. All right, this is awesome. There's 104 players. It's got a little bit of you know, bio for each person. I mean, this is page after page of all the names in the Q post, who they are, what's going on. And it tells you trader, pawn, Patriot, trader, pawn. Right here, Alex Jones, trader, pawn. Bob Goodlatte, Patriot. Sheila Jackson Lee, trader, pawn. So you get the idea. This goes on. There's anyone that's been named, you know, Osama bin Laden. He's got a bio in here. I mean, it's just everyone that's ever been named in the Q post, all right? Now, these global themes, 88 of them. Now, I could hit FISA-gate. I can hit the tarmac. I could hit Saudi Arabia. There's 71 Q posts related to Saudi Arabia. There's 80 related to the tarmac. 88 to the memes, all right? 87 to the Holy Vatican, stroke and page text, 78 of them. Russia, 69. So you see this, the Rothschild. Bloodlines, social media, so IG report. I mean, it's just a little bit of everything, all right? You click on that, and then it's only going to pull up the post related to that. There's a WWGA. There's videos, you know, it's kind of common sense. The where we go one, where we go all, prayer wall. So there's like a wall, just a post positive. Please give a shout out, you know. I got a sick family member. All right, so now we got the resignations. This is really cool as well. Really easy to look at. Up to the minute. I mean, yesterday, 29 November, Jeff Drabble, executive in the UK organization, Ashtead Group. And then it tells you. I mean, it just tells you everything. Where they're from, what place, and what happened, kind of. Executive orders that Trump's written. Human trafficking, same thing. Page after page, updated to the 19th of October. 7 arrested in defiance of trafficking. Country, U.S. State, Ohio. Arrested 1. All right, you go down a few here. You know, Sergeant Ron Mitchell, NCO at Fort Bliss, sentenced to 6 years in prison for child sexual abuse and pornography. Happened in the U.S., out of Texas. 1 arrested and 2 rescued. So these are, it'll tell you how many were arrested, rescued, up to the date. Sealed indictments. This is kind of cool as well. You can just touch the states. Sealed, unsealed, non-sealed. And go to all the states here and just kind of hover over them. Really easy to look at. And then down below, of course. All right, it gives you a state by state, arrest, sealed, non-sealed. All right, and then the analytics here on the channel and just around, it tells you top themes going on right now is a Mockingbird at 6%. Top players, President Trump, people looked at. This is just kind of an analytics of the web site here itself, and you can kind of click really quickly to, so you can see the sealed indictments have done nothing but gone up. We're at 63,228 at the current moment. Human trafficking cases active, arrest events. So get to this. This is down below as well in the description box. This will it's just I can't believe I came across that. Yes, I've been on the site. I haven't played around with it much. Just a great hub of information, all put into really easy order to look at, easy on the eyes, easy on the brain. You could really horn in on something. So I figured we want to do an episode on something. I can come here and really get some good information and horned in on one individual if that's the case of what needs to be happening. So yeah, we're here. There is no more updates. Not at the moment. We'll just make sure here. And this update's pretty much on its own. So 2504 from the 29th of November. Yesterday was the last one that came out at 6:01 a.m. Now again here, we took this picture yesterday. I think I went over it in the video and I was looking at it beforehand. I forgot to come back down to the bottom of this picture. I had it up so big. But yeah, we had a code put in here and then we put "we know." Now we did take this code, this string of numbers, and just simply put it in here and maybe go to like shopping, news, maps, images, all. Now we were looking up for books like we normally do, and it came up with a couple of interesting copy. Oops. Let me try this. Google. Books. All right, so with that exact numbering put in, we were looking at this, but we got Sheep No More, The Art of Awareness and Attack Survival, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death. These two books, if you see here, put in the string and number, do book search. It only came with 4 results around the internet. At this point now, this was added 21 hours ago, so that kind of... A picture is worth many sentences. Has POTUS ever made a statement that has not been proven to be correct? So, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death by Patrick Henry. Sheep No More. Forward by Sean Hannity. So, a couple of books here, and we've seen that before with the Q. All right, trip codes, and from going back to the very beginning, trip codes come up to match up with certain books, and it's kind of like, oh, these are books that we should be looking at and maybe reading. Here again, we had one blatantly just put in right into the Q drop, and you search it, and there you go. A couple of books come up for it. Maybe some good reads. We're looking into them as well. So, all right, we're at the 20-minute mark. I will shut this down. Look forward to more videos throughout the day. Again, I'm Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed, each and every one of you worldwide. Where we go one, we go all. You guys have a great morning into your afternoon, and we'll see you back here real soon for the next Patriot Hour update video.
That is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is in